Hello, today is Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. My name is Daniel Mullany, and behind the camera again we have Nico Greina. And today we are here to film another video inspection for Sitek Process Solutions. Today we'll be reviewing a fully remanufactured 4300S spin rinse dryer. Our customer is located here in the United States and their PO number ends with 21350. Okay, so here we have the 4300S. This system is a single chamber system capable of running up to 200 millimeter substrates. That's what our customer will be using the system for, is running with a high profile Integris cassette. We'll go ahead and get the process started and then I'll discuss the system as we go. So here we'll be demoing with our standard Sitek recipe, which is a 60-second rinse at 500 RPM. Followed by a 10-second purge at 1800 RPM. The purge is designed to use nitrogen to blast residual DI water out of the DI manifold so it doesn't drip onto the substrates during the drying process. We then run at our high RPM 1800 for another 90 seconds to sling the majority of water off. Then we're going to ramp back down to that original 500 RPM set point in order to let the heating elements finish the drying process and give ourselves the optimal condition to the wafers at the end. I'm also going to step behind. I can see here that the system is draining properly. There are no leaks. I also have a recirculation capability back here that I can trigger on and off. Everything's working properly with that. And our system serial number is SRD-01728 to identify for that for our customer as well. So all of our remanufactured systems go through the same extensive rebuild process, allowing us to provide high quality, like new systems for a fraction of the cost of new. We also upgrade them with our digital touchscreen controllers. Our Slick device controller is also plug and play in the field. So if you have any systems right now in your fab that are using old style controllers, you can give us a call and we can help you upgrade yours to the new touchscreen and essentially transform your SRD from the old style that it was to the expectations that you'd have out of new equipment. Monitoring more sensors, having data logging, SexGem communication, nitrogen purge savings, maintenance modes, and everything else that you'd expect out of new equipment simply by using our plug and play touchscreen controller. The process that we use to get your tool into like-new condition has been honed and refined over 3,000 refurbishments here at Sitek. We meticulously break down your equipment to the component level, chemically clean and electro-polish all metal parts, replace every consumable such as windows, door seals, filters, tubings, rebuild everything that can be such as the motor, upright positioner, and your pneumatic valves, and then just replace anything that's shown wear and tear beyond our expectations for our rebuild. We're then going to go through QC processes as we reassemble your chamber and then set it into the poly that you see in front of you. This process allows us to put a 1-year warranty on all of the work that we do for your remanufactured equipment. And not only can you purchase a system like this from us, you can also send your tool in for that same exact service. You'd be amazed that we can turn a tool that frankly looks like a piece of crap into something that's like new. The work that we do doesn't just stop at spin rinse dryers, but we also work on a variety of other equipment, such as box washers for cassette and box cleaning, mask cleaning equipment for cleaning any sort of particle contamination off of mask reticles, and a whole other variety of equipment that can be found on our website. One example of such tools is next to me here as well. This system will be completing its refurbishment process here in the next couple weeks, and it is a good example of the quality work that we do for mask cleaning equipment. This system right here has an oscillating spray arm that's going to high pressure blast any particles off of the masks. It also has a heat lamp and an N2 blow off for the drying process, and a spinning chuck, so that way we can make sure that we cover the entire mask during the high pressure wash process. This is also a great system for smaller or R&D sites because we can retrofit out the mask chuck with a wafer chuck. So you can also do particle scrubbing of your substrates on the actual wafers themselves instead of just masks. You can do that by simply changing out the 3 bolts and swapping from one chuck to the other. We also have the capability of providing mask cleaners that run multiple mask sizes without any hardware changeouts. So for example, you could run a 9x9 mask and a 7x7 mask in the exact same tool without touching the hardware at all. You just load the different size onto the chuck. So, okay, we've got another about 195 seconds left on this dry step here before we can then take the product out and inspect it and conclude this video source inspection. So, as you can imagine, in addition to providing high quality refurbishments for our customers, we then have 100% of the parts and service that you need in order to maintain your fleet. So if you don't need a full refurbishment, but you do need a service such as a rotor rebalance or a controller repair, we can perform those for you as well. You just give us a call, explain what's happening to your spin rinse dryer, and one of our dedicated team members will be able to walk you through troubleshooting, confirm the problem that you're seeing, and send you over a quote in order to have that repair or service occur. We'll then send you an RMA to track all the product that's being sent into Sitek for that service, and then follow up with you after it's been returned in order to make sure that you're satisfied with the work that's been completed, as well as confirm that your tool is now in good working order. We offer the same service with the parts that we sell too. So if you call us and say something like, hey, I'm seeing water spotting on my spin rinse dryer, or I'm having trouble with a door failure alarm, we'll be able to walk through all the troubleshooting steps with you on that spin rinse dryer in order to make sure that we identify exactly the part that you need. So when you order it, it's the part that fixes your problem and it's the correct part that fits your system. Our goal here at Sitek is to make your wafer drying experience a breeze. We know that maintaining wafer fab equipment is a really difficult task. You're constantly gowning up, getting into the fab, coming back out, calling a vendor, finding out your parts discontinued, finding out that the company that used to support you is now closed. You might have a situation where your tool goes down and the person that always repaired it is now retired. There are so many different ways that maintaining a wafer fab is just difficult. But we're here to try to make that as easy as possible for you with the tools that we support. So if you have any problems with any spin rinse dryers or other equipment that Sitek can work on, I encourage you to just pick up the phone and give us a call, because we can start that conversation and try to get you back up and running as quickly as possible to avoid that downtime. Okay, so we've now got 50 seconds left on our spin rinse drying process here. I can see from looking at our main screen that we've had no alarms or anything occur throughout the process. I'm able to easily identify all the functions that are currently on, which include our N2 valve, our N2 heater, our LPP valve, our anti-static to prevent any static charge from building up in the chamber during the process run. I can see that our bowl heater has met temp and is now idling. And I can also see that the amperage consumed on the N2 heater, the bowl heater, and the anti-static functions are all correct. So our controller here is giving us a nice visual representation of how the system's actually functioning in real time. And again, all that information is also going to be stored in the data log. So in the future, if you're tracing back any sort of issues that might have happened with your product, you're going to be able to pull up the log from the spin rinse dryer and identify if there were any sort of alarms or other issues that happened to that product with this tool set during your investigative phase. Okay, now we're slowly ramping down here, about 150 RPM at around 75. The upright positioner is going to fire and complete the upright process. Whenever we're running high profile 8-inch like this, the ramp up and ramp down speeds are a little bit slower, as you've seen in this video. We really just have a lot of product there, so the motor has to work a little harder in order to get it going. There's no major benefit from really ramping up too fast or too slow, since fortunately we're just doing a drying process here. We have a lot of flexibility on that front, unlike if you're going to do something such as coating, when the viscosity of the resist that you're dispensing, as well as the RPM of the chuck, is hypersensitive. Okay, so process is complete. You can see that we've now turned from green to blue, letting us know that we have a successful process run. I open the chamber, We're now back to yellow, which indicates idle. I can feel the N2 purging in warm from both of the heater manifolds. When I inspect our cassette, I can feel that it's warm, and I see that all of our substrates are dry, and we would now be ready for the next step in your process. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view this successful video inspection from Sitek Process Solutions. Again, my name is Daniel Mullany, and I'm happy to share this information with you. If you'd like to learn more about our products and services, take a look at some more of the videos on our YouTube channel. There's a bunch of great information about troubleshooting and educational and just more video inspections to see. Or you can head over to our website at sitekprocess.com. What I prefer most, though, is if you just pick up the phone and give us a call. I'd love to talk with you about how we can provide some solutions to your wet processing environment. Our number is 916-797-9000, and my extension is 2201. I hope you all have a wonderful day.